Welcome friends once again. We'll be going to PySpark trend prediction. Use the Bitcoin trends. As you know, it is a very volatile scenario for Bitcoin. Every time it is rising, falling, and you don't know when to get out of the market. So we'll try to understand a basic structure of a Bitcoin analysis program when we are using PySpark. In some cases you use PySpark, and in some cases you may not use. You may be using just TensorFlow and other things, Scikit and TensorFlow only. But in this case, we'll be using PySpark for analyzing. We'll be analyzing 5-year data. So for understanding all the trends. Here, as you can see, okay, first let us see the data. We have around, I think it is around 2000 rows of data we have. Well, let's see how many rows we have here. Yeah, okay, 1827. 27, you can consider it like that. And the output that we are trying to get is, as you can see here, this is the output that we are trying to get. Yeah, here. Here, this is the output we are trying to get. As you, we will be seeing 2 or 3 things. In this, we have avoided DMAC because it doesn't go well with these things. 1 month weekly, we are using 1 month weekly moving average to 1 month. 1 week moving average, 1 month week moving average, and the predicted price using predicted price. These are the 3 things we'll be seeing using the regression analysis. Okay, we'll predict the price using regression analysis. But as you can see, there is a possibility here. If you can see this, there is a possibility. This is the trend line, predicted price. You can see dotted line is the trend line, and there is a possibility that it continues to fall. It may continues to fall up to 28 or 28,500. It may continue to fall, and then it may rise. That is a trend predicted. So this is what we are actually trying to make. Here we will be plotting using Matplotlib library for creating plots. So let's start. So we create a Spark session, and then we load the file. That is the CSV file. We have Bitcoin data. Till last week, I think. And we can actually you can get all the data if you want. So from the Bitcoin data, we are getting date, price. This is actually pre-processing. We are actually converting date to timestamp, and we'll be creating a price and volume and other things. Okay, so all these things we are having, we'll be pre-processing. And coming down, we don't want down print schema and other things. Okay, then actually, as you know, we are in the last session we have discussed that it is unable to process only numbers. So we created, if you want, you can even use the what is that, the numbers and the milliseconds for that. In number of milliseconds from 70 or something, you can give that. No issues on that. Then we are actually predicting the windows. Creating the windows. Creating the windows for prediction. The window spec is, as I told you, this is the 1 week moving average. For the window will be 1 week moving average -6 to 0. This is the row elements between -6 to 0. It is recurring moving the recurring window for all these things. The second one is the using that we get the 1 month moving average data, that is round mean. This is the formula for getting the moving average over a 1 week period, and the next is the moving average over a 1 month period. Okay, that is from 29 30 days. 0 to 29 is 30 days. Okay, so this is how we calculate all these things, moving averages. And second thing that we will calculate is derivative. That is, it is for scatter plots and other things. We have to calculate peak and valley so that we can actually create the scatters if it is going up or down or something. Again, if we actually, it is post processing, because once even after we create, there may be some NA values, that is null values, so we are actually populating it with zeros. It may have, I mean, in real life scenarios, it may create some issues. So anyhow, we are at the moment, just for academic purpose, what we do is we will populate it with zeros, and Bitcoin filter we are applying first derivative equals 0. Then okay, then this also will comment. We don't want all the schemas because it is okay. After that, using the, as I told you, we will be using linear regression for predictions, and because trend analysis can be done in multiple ways. Moving averages is one of the ways. Even if moving averages fades, trend and the linear regression trends actually will be very helpful, because it gives almost correct, because if there is a falling trend, there it may continue to fall like that. As I told you earlier, it may fall up to 27,500 based on the linear regression. It is not actually based on sentiment analysis. We haven't done sentiment analysis. If we do the sentiment analysis, it will be we can refine it much better. Okay. Okay, as we had discussed all these things earlier also. We create a assembler, then we transform the data. Once we get the transformed data, then we get the features and prices. Okay, here we have given only the date column. That ID actually represents the date column in that, and the training data we actually split based on 80%, 20% on training data. Random split is given. We don't need the training data show and all things. Okay, we don't need that. Again, then we actually create the linear regression model and fit the training data. If there is any null values or undefined values, we fill it with 0. Then again, test data is coming up. Okay, predictions, let it be there. Okay, next what we do is we transform that training data, model.transform. Using the model.transform, we give the training data and we get the training prediction. This is what we want. Okay, from the predictions, okay, we column we have what predicted price and all these things. Actually, this is also a part of post processing. Okay, we are actually rounding. What we do is we round everything in the column predicted price to three decimals. Evaluator, then we create the evaluator column price, that is x and y columns. These are actually important things. How to evaluate all these things, as last time we had seen. Evaluate predictions, because for these things, I mean, coefficient and model intercept. Okay, these are two important parameters. Basically, linear regression allows you to identify relations between two variables or multiple variables inside. I mean, in features we are given one column only. We can give multiple columns inside features and actually try to relate to the price. Okay. So different variable. What is the, if you want to identify what is the relation between the different variables and the price, we will be using linear regression. That's it. Okay. And then what we do is id, everything will be created, create sub predictions, predicted price id, predicted price we created, then we created moving arrow. These are all for purpose of drawing the graph or chart. Okay, and from here values, datas, yeah, these are all for predicted price and other things. Okay, these three things, we create a plot here, then going down we create two plots that for the Bitcoin, these two things for the Bitcoin, and moving averages, that is moving monthly average, moving weekly average. Then here these two things, that is the linear regression, actually tells you values, that peaks and values that you calculate here. You can see all the formulas, how peaks and values are calculated, how it is filtered, everything we can get here. Okay. So why actually we have given ISP-V and ISP-C is because it is a it will be having only Boolean values, A0 or 1. That's why we are given like that. When we print the training data, you will understand what it is. So scatter plots are, we are using two types of charts, and in the chart we are using two type of plot, two types of plots. I mean, three different plots are there involving weekly, monthly moving averages, linear regression line, and scatter plot. Okay, of peak and valleys. And then we create the grid and show that one. This is the thing. We can actually use either matplotlib or scat. What is that? Seaborn. Both are actually good. So let's run it again. It may take a few minutes, few seconds, unlike other things. So even though we had gone through this quite bit fast, if you have any doubt, you can always contact me regarding predictions. Because why I took the Bitcoin predictions is that the data seem to be very volatile. That's the reason why I have took that one. Yeah. So This is the data that we are having. Yeah. Okay. As we analyzed, here you can see that the trend line is actually coming very close to this point. I mean, when we are actually at the end of this month, so here you can see the month end. Here this is the month end. Towards the month end, what happens is this is the 7th month and this is the 8th month. So when it will be almost at this point. Okay, half of that. When we reach the half of that, that means it may Bitcoin rate may reach around 27 500 mark. That's what I feel. What we see from there. Actually, as I told you, using sentiment analysis into this may give you much better results. Without sentiment analysis, we are actually getting this result. There may be some sentiments that may bring up or bring down the values of Bitcoin. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you all. Thanks for listening. Please continue to subscribe, like, share, comment, and keep the channel up. Okay.